that was an intense workout, man. 45 minutes on an empty stomach. Well, I wasn't completely on an empty stomach. I had that Rockstar before I worked out. I drank the whole entire can, man, this time. Oh, man. Getting old. Them kicks are getting slow. They're getting slower every year. I remember last year or like 7 years ago, I was a lot quicker. Maybe because I was on the enhancements or something like that. But, boy, my kicks are getting slower every year to go by. All right, they still fast, but they slowly going away. Like, it's the speed is slowly, going away. You feel what I'm saying?
Wait.
But to me, bro, the reason why I'm out here exercising, bringing my body fat percentage low, chasing the bag, because I want to survive, man. I even stopped drinking so much, man, so I can have a lower body fat percentage, just so I can attract again, man. Looks ain't looking the same like they used to, man. Dude getting old, and all I fear, man, is being old and alone. So that's why I'm out here doing what I gotta do, working out, fasting. I haven't had no solid foods yet. I burnt that Rockstar. That was only 200 calories. I burnt that shit. And I'm not having no solid foods until like 1 p.m. It's 11 o'clock now, 11:30. So 1 p.m. will be my first meal, and then my second meal will be around 6 o'clock, and I make sure I have a full course meal every single time I eat, man. I eat some rice, man. I eat a lot of rice because I be fasting, and I need those calories to get me to my next meal. You feel what I'm saying? So I have like a chicken rice bowl over here at King Egg Roll, whatever, at the Chinese spot over here. I have a chicken rice bowl with a lot of rice because I'm not gonna be able to eat for like the next like 4 or 5 hours. So I carb up, man, if I'm going long periods without eating. What's up with it, Jamie? What's up with it, man? Eat it from the back. Eat it from the back. Boy, Joey Fringlish ain't been here in a while, man. Where you at? He kicked in the door like, eat it from the back. Yeah. He's funny, man. Yeah, well, anyway, so that's why I'm doing what I do, man, because I want to survive, man. I want to eat it from the back. I want to make sure I can eat it from the back every single day. You feel me? I should have did more push-ups. Fuck, whatever. I'll come back and do some more later on. I should have did some more push-ups. I feel like I didn't do enough push-ups. I only did, 200? I should have did an extra 100, man. Anyway, I want to be able to eat it from the back anytime I want to. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want to eat it from the back just when I get a chance. I want to be in a position where I got access to sex every single goddamn day of my life. That way I can eat it from the back every single day. And you can, shit. We got a lot of money, man. You got eat it from the back syndrome every single goddamn day. Eat it from the back syndrome. They got a cereal called Eat It From The Back. I mean, you ever had some of that Eat It From The Back cereal, bro? That shit is good. Anyway, have you had that eat it from the back? Panty flavor? you know, it's called eat it from the back panty flavor. it tastes like a top tier girl's panties. It's pink. you know. Like anyway, on a serious note, man, I'm about survival, bro. That's what I'm about. That's why every single day I chase the bag and I try to, maintain a good body and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm serious about my survival. It's all about the survival of your genetics, man. The only way you're gonna do it, man, you gotta be disciplined. You gotta do all you can so you can survive, man. Work out, get money, chase the bag. It's called survival, man, of your genes. You feel me? Survival of your genes. Hello. That's it. Oh man, I got no more dollars. Oh, I used the 20. Thank you. Have a good day. Yeah, to me, bro, it's all about survival. You feel me? It's all about survival. So you gotta do all you can. You feel me? Like exercise. If that helps you like attract more females, then do it. 5'4" guy working out is not gonna help him. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna help him. He's too short. I see manless at the gym working out, man. They look funny to me. Like a dude that's 5'3" working out. He 5'3" and buff. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna help him, man. It might help a little bit, man. For a woman that's 4'11" or something. You feel what I'm saying? I guess you can work out at 5 foot. 5'4" or something like that. But you'll be attracting women that are 4 inches shorter than you. Even that's a challenge, man. That's a challenge. You'll still be struggling to get women that are 5 foot, because a lot of women who are 5 foot, they're around, and they want dudes who are 5'9", 5'10". They want dudes around my height. So even a guy that's 5'4", he's gonna have a hard time at survival. You feel what I'm saying? He came in. Eat the bag from the back. Eat the hamster wheel from the back. I'm serious though, bro. Take your genes survival, man, so you can eat it from the back. I mean, hell, eating it from the back got something to do with survival, because then you're sexually, you're making sexual contact, on a regular. You know what I'm saying? The survival of your genetics, man. That's part of the process. That's part of the deal, bro. When you think about eating from the back, you think about, hey, I got access to sex. My genes are gonna pass on, man. You feel me? So the survival of your genes, bruh, that's what you got to be concerned about. And you got to do what's necessary for your survival of your genes. Some motherfuckers would never ever have kids. Some motherfuckers would never have a family. You feel me? Some dudes will go through life without having a wife or kids because they don't have the what they call it. They don't have the ambition or the drive to survive. You know what I'm saying? They lack ambition. They lack ambition. They lack the courage. They lack the drive to go out there and become a millionaire or be the best that they could be at whatever they become. Because maybe their parents didn't teach them right when they were young. Didn't teach them to like compete with other men. You know what I'm saying? So their genetics are they're in danger of perishing. You know, they're in danger of annihilation, basically. You know what I'm saying? Just like, some of the dudes. The one thing about the pickup artist industry, some of that stuff works. I mean, the pickup artist game and shit like that. Some of that shit works on women who have an interest in you. You feel what I'm saying? I do believe Mystery when he said, you got to learn how to attract women or nature is going to wipe your genes off the face of the earth. Now, he didn't say it like that, but he said it in other words. If you listen to Mystery's book, some of the stuff works, man, for women who have an interest on you. You know what I'm saying? Like for Shorty Pants that like me, and Shorty Pants Part 2, both of them like me. I can tell. They acknowledge my existence. They smile at me and shit like that. Little 7, there's some interest, but it's not enough interest there. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe because of my age. Little 7, she's like 18, 19 years old, bro. She's fresh out of high school. She can tell I'm an older dude, but I'm a good-looking older dude, but I'm just 5'9", and she's 5 foot tall. You feel what I'm saying? So of course, Little 7 is gonna have a little bit of interest in me because of my height. I'm 9 inches taller than her. Hell, her boyfriend that she got right now, he's shorter than me. And he younger, but he ain't got the muscles that I got. You feel what I'm saying? His eye area is not like mine. Even though he's younger, but his eye area, he don't have them hunter eyes, man. I do. That's part of my genes. That's what's been saving me throughout the years is my low percentage body fat and my hunter eyes. You know? But at this point in my life, I'm all about survival. So if working out works for me, I have to do it in order to survive for my genes. That's why we ain't gonna eat nothing until 1 or 2 o'clock. We gonna go fly this sign, go eat food, and turn our numbers in. So if I get the bag right, I'm definitely gonna survive. My genes definitely are gonna get passed on. You feel what I'm saying? Because then women, they'll be more comfortable with you. They'll be more comfortable with having babies with you when you got that bag. You feel what I'm saying? When you got the bag, women are more likely to not use condoms with you and let you come inside the coochie. I mean, you could do it broke. Hell, I was broke as a joke, and I was busting nuts inside a Thai girl's coochie all day long, and I was broke. I was 37 at the time. This is before the pandemic. Oh, was it 37? No, I was like 38, 39, because me and my girlfriend broke up around 2017, and me and Thai girl, we got together after me and my girl broke up, because I was using steroids. I was on, it was like 2008, 2009. And the reason why I was busting nuts inside the Thai girl because I wanted to have babies. I wanted to survive. Even if my kid was half Thai, half black. I still wanted to pass on my genetics some way. You know what I'm saying? So I acted accordingly. I think we had sex about 6 times. More than that, I think twice. We got together 6 times, but we had sex twice. Because that's all I could give her at 37 years old. All I had for her was 2 nuts. You know, and you know, when you young, you got about 5 or 6 nuts for a female. You feel what I'm saying? Now as you get older, you know, all you got is 2 nuts, man. So I was trying to survive back then, you know, but now I understand, like, bro, the bag is more important for your survival, man. You know. So when I see guys, they're not out there trying to like survive, they're not trying to chase the bag, I see them that they're gonna get old and alone by themselves. Like short ball guy, man, he gonna be old and alone if he don't kill himself first. If he doesn't fucking commit suicide, because he's been talking about suicide and shit. But yeah, he talking about he don't want to leave with his wallet. I'm like, okay, bro, you have no choice though. I mean, what other choice for your survival? You feel what I'm saying? How else are you gonna survive? That's why I said, man, you gotta take your survival seriously. Meaning that if working out works for you, bro, to attract women, do it. You don't have to be on a strict diet either. Just have a halfway decent diet and you good. Like today, I think I'm gonna have a rice bowl. Well, I might have pho or something, man. I don't know. But I'm gonna have something somewhat healthy today. Pho is healthy. You put vegetables, you put seafood in there, you know what I'm saying? Or you put some meat up in there, some steak, some beef, some brisket in that pho. Put a little sriracha up in there, some hot sauce, you know what I'm saying? Some lemon on the side, squeeze that lemon up in there, and you got your whole entire like bowl of noodles and broth, you know, it tastes real good, man. It's healthy too, you know, you gotta have that every now and then, you know, but you know, if working out work for you, do it. Lowering the body fat percentage, if that does it for you, then do it. Anything that can help the survival of your genes. Anything. If getting money, chasing your dreams and stuff is gonna help you survive, do it. Look at Kevin Hart. He's a rich man. Got to pass on his genetics with ease, with no struggle. But he's a millionaire, man. Feel me? Do anything that you can do, man, for the survival of your genetics, because you want to pass them on. You don't want the genetics to end with you, bro. Like fucking the end and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we're trying to do anyway on Earth. When a man is trying to have sex with a woman, you know, he's trying to pass on his genetics, man. It's built inside of you, man, to keep life going anyway. And plus, it gets lonely when you get old by yourself anyway, bro. In a big-ass mansion, eating soup by yourself. Old than a motherfucker. Nobody around to sing you happy birthday. Nobody to give you gifts. You don't have daughters. You don't have sons to come around and see you when you get old. Nah, start having babies like as soon as possible, whenever you can. But like whenever you get that bag, when you get your money right, start pumping out babies like right away. That's what I'm gonna do. You know, that's why I'm getting ready, man. I'm preparing myself, man, for my survival. And I take it seriously, man, because I don't like Chad and Tyrone. I don't like 6-foot Chad, 6-foot Tyrone. I don't like those guys. Those guys are my fucking nemesis, bro. Now, I got a few Tyrones that come around my channel. I got one, you know, he's cool. But there's a lot of Chads and Tyrones out there, and guys who are taller than me, younger than me, better looking than me. Those are my nemesis, and I gotta understand that these dudes exist, and I gotta beat them to the punch with my money, man, with my bag. And you're gonna have to lead with your wallet. Yeah, you are. As an older man, you're gonna have to lead with your wallet. Some guys don't understand that until they get older. When they're young, they think it's a simp way or a simp way to get women, or they call it tricking. You know, they'll call you a trick or something like that. But it's like, as you get older, you got no choice but to trick, because your looks are gone, man. Especially if you hit like 55, 60, man, you gone. Physically, you're gonna be done for, bro. You got no choice if you want young females to trick your money off. It's about your survival, bro. That's what it's about. And you're doing everything possible to survive. Because eventually, one day, you're gonna be gone from this earth, and what you gonna leave behind? Nothing, bro? Your genetics in with you? What? That's not the way to go out, man. I don't want to go out like that. If I start having children now, this year, by the time I get to be 60, he'll be fit, or he or she will be 15. And by the time I get to be 65, they'll be 20. So I have some grown children around 65 years old that's coming around checking up on me and shit. And I can watch Aliens Part 2 with Sigourney Weaver, with my children, like my mom used to want me to do. My mom used to always want me to come over and watch movies with her. And I remember watching Aliens Part 2, man, before she died. Like a year or two before she died. She was watching that movie, man. But it's all about the survival of your genes, man. That's why you work hard. That's why you grind hard. Because you got babies that need to come into the world, man. And they need to come in with the bag. You feel what I'm saying? They need to come in comfortably. They don't need to be coming in struggling like you did and I did coming up. They need to come in with a comfortable way of living. They got a bright future in front of them because their father went out there and he hustled for that bag, man. Look, daddy hustled for that bag. Diddy, he went out there and hustled for his children. And who else? I think when Adrian Broner was talking about this is the reason why I work hard. He showed pictures of his children and stuff, but he fell apart because of the decisions that he was making. Adrian Broner, he caused his own downfall, bro. He let the money get him relaxed and get him lazy and stuff, so he couldn't win no more fights. He was getting distracted. That's why Mayweather was still staying on top, because all he did was focus on boxing his whole entire life. He didn't stray away and try to become a porn star and shit, or go out there and get in trouble, drinking and driving and shit like that. Like, bro, you got enough money to hire a chauffeur, a limousine driver to drive you around while you drink. You could be in the back of the limousine drinking. Like, bro, you don't have to be drinking and driving. He got caught, DUI. Like, bro, that's fucking stupid. I would have somebody drive me around. That's called luxury, bro. I'm not trying to get out there and drink and drive, bro, as a celebrity or somebody who got something to lose. But anyway, he passing on his genetics easy. Adrian Broner sub 5. But yet he did pass his genetics on. He broke now, but at least he passed on his genetics. A lot of us are struggling to pass on our genetics because we don't know how to stay focused on the prize. And this time, for the first time in my life, my eyes is on that prize, glued to that prize, because I want to survive. And I'm to the point where, man, I might just walk off into the sunset with the bag, with an average looking woman, bro. Maybe she taller, she got long legs and shit. Make sure your woman got long legs so your kids can be tall, man. These shorty pants, man, they're gonna produce short children, bro. If I get with a 5-footer, my kid gonna be 5'6". If it's a boy, my kid gonna be 5'6". He gonna be struggling, but he'll have money, so he won't struggle too hard because his father gonna be rich. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of want kids that are around my height. So you get the bag, you'll have so many options that you can pick a female with long legs around your height. So that way when your kids come into the world, they'll be around your height. At least you can give your son an average height instead of a below average height. Because I would hate to see my son struggle with girls because he's 5'4" or 5'5". I would hate that for my son. I'm just talking about survival, bro. That's all it is. I'm giving my son the best, or my daughter, the best chance for survival. When I pick a female that's either top tier or like at least average looking, a 7 at best, a 6 or a 7 at best, you know what I'm saying? Then I give my son some looks, It's all about giving your offspring the best chance of survival. You guys can tell that I've been listening to the Facing LMS videos lately. I've been soaking up some of that game he was giving motherfuckers, man. Facing LMS, he was giving motherfuckers game, man. He was telling you straight up, like if you need to lose weight, you need the gym max, man, for your survival, then do it. Because it's about your genetics, surviving. It's about your competition. Nowadays, you can't afford to be fat. I'm sorry. For the survival of your genetics, you can't afford to be fat. You are the most attractive when you're at a lower body fat percentage than you are when you're at a higher body fat percentage. You are less attractive. Like if I put on 20 or 30 pounds right now, I will be an incel, man. The females at Starbucks, they were like, oh man, what happened to you? You gained all kinds of pounds. Like they wouldn't even be looking at me no more. Shorty pants wouldn't even be looking at me, man. You put on too much weight. Make sure your teeth is good. Once I get the bag, I'm definitely gonna get my grill fixed completely. Best chance of survival. I'm gonna be at low percentage body fat, best chance of survival. I give myself the best chance of survival. I do all I can. Best chance. Oh, damn, what the fuck? Fucking smell? Oh, okay, that's it. Fucking a dead raccoon or something. That shit smell bad. Oh yeah, it is a dead raccoon right there. I saw it yesterday. Your best chance, you do the things for the best chance of your survival. If you are overweight, bro, you are really cheating yourself and you're not gonna survive. You gotta start taking your survival seriously, bro. Like no tomorrow. Like, you feel me? Like, is somebody over there on my spot? Oh no, that's on the other side. My bad. So the best chance for your survival, bro, like if Kelcat gained weight and I'm not chasing the bag, if I'm not chasing money, then I'm like, that's like genetic suicide, man. That's like, I'm not even trying to survive. I'm just letting the days and the weeks go by and not trying to survive out here, bro. Feel what I'm saying? I'm just letting the days and the weeks just pass me by. And I'm not out here doing all I can. And doing the best that I can too. Like right now I just got done working out for like 45 minutes. I was barely on the empty stomach. I'm just doing this short video right now though. So I'm doing all I can to survive, man. But I gotta fly. Sorry right now, guys. Gotta do what I gotta do, man. You feel me? Gotta do what I gotta do to survive out here in these streets. What's up with it, man? That's Delta, huh? It's about survival, bro. When you look at seagulls and stuff, man, when they're finding scraps and leftovers on the ground, they don't care what people think about them. They're trying to survive. You know, you know, they're like, oh, look at that seagull like eating leftovers and scraps in the garbage can. He don't care about what you think about what you think about him. He just trying to eat and survive, man. You know, it's about the survival of your genetics. So if you putting on all kinds of pounds, and you're overweight, you're sabotaging your chances of survival. If you're not chasing the bag, you're sabotaging your chances of your genetic survival. You feel what I'm saying? If you're not chasing the bag, if you're not bettering yourself with the money and stuff like that, you're basically putting yourself, your survival at risk, man. It's all about your survival, bro. And then you gotta take it seriously too. You gotta take it serious. Meaning that I gotta get on the ball and I gotta get this bag so I can survive. That's all it is. And you got a heart to fight. Some of you guys gotta get heart. You know, some of the motherfuckers, man, like what's his name? David from David and Annie. The reason why I admire that guy, David from David and Annie. Now he's sub 5. When he first went to Thailand, he wasn't overweight. The moment he got with Annie, he became overweight because she was feeding him. But the reason why I admire David, you know, not because he's sub 5 or he's short and balding, but I admired his courage to like travel all the way to a distant country, basically to Thailand, to bring back a wife and procreate with her. And he had a baby with her. You know what I'm saying? But he got off his ass. And he started borrowing money, and then he brought her over here. He lived with a friend for a little bit until they got their own spot. You know what I'm saying? He was doing what his genes was telling him to do. Bro, we gotta survive. We gotta go to Thailand. We can't get none of these white women out here that don't want us, because David's a white guy. If the white women don't want me in my own country, we gotta go to Thailand and get us a Thai woman, and they want us. So go over there and bring her back to America. He brought her back to America, man, and they had a baby. They got married and shit. It was about his fucking survival, bro. He already had kids, but his first kids, they didn't have, the relationship between him and his first kids is not good. So he went somewhere else. It was about his survival, man. He got off his ass. He didn't complain about it like some of these guys on YouTube, man, complain about the situation. They're not doing anything. Like, nah, he got off his ass. He saved up some money. You know, I think he had, what helped him, he had a rich friend. That's what it was. I think without his friends, man, he wouldn't have been able to do that. I think he borrowed like $1,500 for the ring for Annie or whatever. And his a rich friend, that guy you saw in the video, the taller white guy, that was his friend, gave him $1,500 just so he could get the ring for her. And then he invited him into his home when he got back to the States. You can stay with us, man. And to you know, as the crutch. They saved up money. They got their own place. David started working and shit. Now somehow they got good financially. They were selling a book or whatever together about their relationship, and it's so good. I heard they was doing good financially. That's what I heard. You know, but he got off his ass, bro, and he did something about his situation. He didn't sit there and just talk and upload one video after the next complaining. Nah, he went out there and said, you know what? If women in America don't want me, I'm gonna go overseas and get a wife and bring her back here, have a baby with her. And that's what he did. But I think David, he went to jail, man. Last time I checked, he was in jail for something. I forgot. I think it was fraud or something, or immigration something. I don't know, man. He got in trouble with the law, man. David went to jail, man. I think he's still in there, man. I don't know. He got some time. But he's not in there for the rest of his life, though. But he in there for a cool minute. But he got off his ass, man, and did something about the situation, bro. Now, he was fat. When he first went to Thailand, he wasn't fat, but, you know, he was sub 5, man, but he still was like, I can do this. I can pass on my genetics with it easy. I can still survive. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. I'll travel to a different country and bring her back here, man, if I can't afford to stay in their country, because, you know, you don't get jobs in other countries. You know what I'm saying? You don't get jobs in other countries. They don't give you jobs out there. That's why dudes is bringing them back here. and say, hey, I could take care of it better here. I could get jobs and stuff and become a family and stuff. He got a family, bro. He went out and got a family, bro. And he's below me in looks and everything, bro. But it was his heart and his drive that made his genetics survive, man. That he had a lot of heart, a lot of ambition. And that's ambition to like go overseas and bring a woman back over here. That's called ambition within itself right there. You know, and able to take care of her over here, you know what I'm saying? They survived, bro. He survived. I think his kid is like 9 or 10 years old or something, because that was like 10 years ago. So now he done had a baby. You know what I'm saying? He went to the extreme to make sure he survived, bro. That his genetics was going to survive. And some of you guys who are sub-5, bro, look at David, man, and he led by example. Some of you guys who are below average looking, he said, I ain't gonna just disappear off the face of the earth. I'm about to pass my genes. You know, look at David. Look at Kevin Hart. These guys got off their ass, man, and they worked their ass off to ensure their survival. That their genetics didn't just disappear into thin air. Kevin Hart, short as hell, bro. About 5'3", 5'4", or something like that, though. But he got a big heart, though. That's what counts. Is that he had a big heart. He was willing to work hard, get off his ass. You know what I'm saying? And do something. Anyway, oh shit, I almost tripped. Almost tripped, man. I haven't drunk no water in a while. So my body is sore. I gotta drink some water right now. Anyway, I'm gonna end this live, man. It's supposed to be a quick live, bro. Actually, it is quick. 36 minutes, yeah, we good. You guys have a good day. Peace out, take care, and bless. I'm out. I gotta fly my son.